everyone, welcome back. My name is Scraps and today we are playing West of Loathing. When we last left off, we were about to approach the Fricker gang. The sheriff of Dirtwater told us to catch them, so let's approach them. Howdy boys, deal me in. The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy! I'm here for the sheriff's door. Honestly, I don't know which approach I should take. Definitely not go the first route just yet. Let's go ahead and goof with them a little. It's Bimmy! He squints at you. Bimmy, you ain't Bimmy. Sure I am, ask me anything. I am too. Back me up here, Snipe. I'm so Bimmy, I stole some Rube's face. Snipe speaks up. Don't take but one eye to see what you're full of, dead man. They both reach for the guns. I guess it's gonna get bloody. Ah. So in this case, we want to target the other guy. Can I switch with the arrow keys? I can. Oh my, I can play this entire game with just the keyboard. I love this. So let's aim for Snipe Fricker. With... I don't know, let's create a bean shoot first. We don't have enough action points to use lava fava. But we should be able to melee attack this guy. Got him. And melee attack him. 8 HP is down, huh? He's a little bit stronger for whatever reason. But so far he seems to only miss. We haven't lost a single HP. The leaders of the Fricker gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. I didn't want to kill them, though. Time to recover the sheriff's door. We're hellbent for some reason. Or maybe was that an item? I don't see it. Whatever. I missed it. Alright. Whatever. Combat skills. Alright, we have to use those a little bit more frequently, I think. There's a mug on the table. They won't be needing this anymore. We recovered another mug. A pile of the Fricker's ill-gotten gains. Take it. Oh, 50 meat. Take the sheriff's door. I think that's all. A map from 1890. Make your own damned guide to Boring Springs and its environments. Awesome. I think we've done pretty much everything here. Let's talk to the sheriff. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your braving. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff its door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. Produces a big bag of meat. You're getting 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I'll keep an eye out. I think the trader sells a lock for a bar of soap. Indeed he does. No trace anymore. That's all. Thank you. Howdy, you managed to scare up a lock for my cell. Yep, got one right here. You hand the sheriff the lock, that'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy. I'll see what I can do. Pick it. You deftly picked the lock. You've unlocked the cell door, better let the sheriff reclaim the key himself so he has something to do today. Here you go. I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it, and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. We got a replica sheriff badge. Let's put it on our character. Oh, it automatically was put on our character. Awesome. The Varmint skimming knife. Oh yeah. I wonder if Susie has anything to say about that. Thanks again for getting my rifle. Let me know if you need anything. Oh yeah, okay. I think we've done everything. I cannot tell if we have any missions left. I suppose we are yet to buy a horse. Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing, I should warn you though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you've bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. We have choices and I like spooky. So let's go with the spooky pale one. Good choice, that's a good horse if you like that sort of thing. I'll sell her for 1,000 meat. What sort of thing? You know, spooky stuff. I don't want to get into particulars. Let's just say she sets her says in tone. Ooh, mysterious. I'll take her. Thanks, here's the keys, right safe. Keys for a horse. Oh my god, we can name the horse. Yes! Woo! I have no idea what I'm supposed to name it. Let's name the horse Lips. Nah, I don't know. I don't want to name it Tina, it's boring. Must be a weird name. Like XI... whatever it was, dash 18, dash 12, I don't remember. Latest name for the kid of Elon Musk was what I'm referring to anyway. Already forgot the name though, apparently. So what name should I go for? I guess I have one subscriber who regularly watches my content and knows and tells me about it. So here's one for you, Christy. You're my horse now. I'll be riding you. Are you sure you want to name your horse Christy? Sure. Alright then, Christy the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. You got an item, Southeast West map. Thanks. Southeast West map. What? New in the inventory. Follow map to Dirtwater. This is ostensibly a map, though it's mostly blank. Looks like you'll have to fill the bulk of it out yourself. Once you leave Boiling Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Assure you're ready to leave. We still have those glass things to sell. Found more mugs. Alright. I don't know what to do anymore. We have some items in our inventory. How can I tell if I've got all the marks, by the way? I don't know. Howdy, stranger. Ah, I see. That thing is broken. No. Nothing there. Apparently there's a door up there. Not sure how to get to it though. You got anything else? Nah, apparently not. Ah, I remember. You said something about the 40th level. Let's go there. You certainly remember that weird thing that Pete said about level 40. Is it a real thing? Let's send it to level 40. What is this? It's a strange black chest. Open the chest. A wave of nausea hits you as you slide the heavy lid off of the chest. Inside there is a hat. It looks evil and not in an abstract way. It has eyes and they look like the eyes of a murderer. And it has teeth which look like the teeth of an animal who would be a murderer if animals understood the concept of murder. Put it on. You have a sense of foreboding. Something tells you this is a bad idea. It's me, I'm telling you this is a bad idea. If you put this hat on, you won't ever be able to take it off and things will be much harder for you. It will be as though your life is a game and that game's difficulty level is greatly increased if you catch my meaning. Do we want to go to hard mode? I don't know, maybe. I suppose we do, actually. Let's go for hard mode. You grab the terrible hat and put it on your head. You hear a sigh of pleasure coming from above your forehead as you feel the hat's teeth sink into your skull. This is going to be great. A voice whispers, "Shut up." I guess there's nothing else here. Alright, let's go talk to Crazy Pete then. See if he notices my new hat. Doesn't look like it. Can't talk to you, can't talk to you. You already plumbed the depths of this spittoon and your own depravity. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nothing here. Nothing about you. Nothing anywhere, huh? Yeah, we got the hard hat that we can't take off. So in a way, I suppose you could say we are boned. Is there really nothing else here? I mean, it really looks like there's more on the right, but I guess not. Let's take a look again at the hideout. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Foraging. I don't know. Let's go talk to the doctor again. See if there's anything there. I see that hat. Take some dynamite for this needle. Nah. To the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. Rattlesnake hides. Sup, Doc? Sup, mate? Let's go to the Thousand Snakes Gulch, see if there are still any snakes left. I don't think there will be, but you never know. Nah, it looks like completely empty now. Anything in the foreground? No? Nothing seems to be blocking me. I think we are absolutely completely done then. Let's head west. Alright then. We can't take Gary the Goblin, the hat says no. Go alone, your hat smiles at this idea. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, somebody to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Your hat smiles at the idea of going alone. Let's go alone. Yes. Are you sure this isn't a hard game, but it's designed with the assumption that you'll have somebody to help? A voice in your head assures you that this is the best idea. You're beginning to think that you shouldn't listen to anything that voice has to say and try to tune it out. Yes, I'm sure I'll go alone. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself how XP gets spent? You can always change this later in the options. Let's go manually. Okay, you now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Open your character screen when you want to spend XP. Head west. You consult the southeast west map the hostler gave you. It only lists 2 things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. You discovered a new map location and another one. Let's head. Room for rent. Inquire within. Hey, can I rent a room? Susie. That girl doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. Hell, howdy here. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Thanks, I'm Sue. Glad to know you, Sue. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign at front. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Need any help with anything? I saw the sign up front advertising a room. That's right, found the room in the house. Biggest too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis. Wow, great. What are you guys doing? These guys must have fallen asleep during the brawl. Guest rooms. Your room at the Jewel Hotel. This is Pearlbed in case you break the other one by jumping up and down on it too much. You look at yourself in the mirror, insult yourself. You call yourself a foul, flushing, good-for-nothing jerk. You gain the effect, angry. Let's insult myself again. You better not insult yourself anymore. You get any angrier, you're liable to pass out. If you say so. Nice view from up here. There's a postcard on this little tape. Well, take it. Blank postcard. This is your bed. Sup? Absolutely laughing, I guess. Christy whinnies as you approach, comb her mane. She neighs with whispering gratitude. Settle up. Nah. This water is for horses only, really. There's a weird ghostly carriage in here. Get in. Hell yeah. You hop in the ghostly carriage, which seems to support your weight well enough. An invisible driver yells, "Yeah!" and cracks an invisible whip and an invisible horse snorts. The carriage starts moving and soon you're out of sight of Dirtwater. Exciting! Hitching a ride in a ghost carriage. Where are we going, anyway? Reckoning at Gun Manor. I think this is DLC. This must be my DLC. A thick grey fog envelops the carriage and you lose all sense of time and space. Eventually the fog clears and the carriage parks near a very large and ornate mansion. A disembodied voice calls, "All out for Gun Manor, last stop." Disembark. Gun Manor Visitor Center. The Visitor Center is bereft of any employees. Where the heck is everyone? Let's see if we can find out. What's this? The crank is missing from this record player. There's nobody here to validate you, parking or otherwise. You don't know what this machine does, but you do know how to operate it. The sign on this machine says, "Genuine Gun Manor souvenir tokens. Make your wishes come true, just 50 meat." Let's negotiate a better deal. In a staggering display of business acumen, you convince the machine to give you a discount. You got an item, Gun Manor souvenir token. Let's buy another one. E. How many can we buy? Like, what do we do with all those? There's an old framed photograph of Mrs. Gunn on the wall, with a little explanatory plaque underneath it. Take a closer look. The photograph is of a young Miss Gunn, smiling as she accepts a fancy trophy from a man in a suit. A frowning man wearing a lab coat is standing behind her. The plaque reads, "Terry Gunn, an assistant, accepting the 1869. Why didn't we think of that award for excellence in inventing from the National Academy of Profitable Sciences?" Cool. It's an info desk, but the only info you know about it right now is that there's nobody staffing it. Unfortunately, there's nobody here to sell you a snack right now. The photo counter is unattended and you don't know how to use this kind of camera. You're not a thief, so you're gonna have to wait until there's someone you can pay before you get any of this candy. And characteristically, the IRS has actually added 50% to the sign. Yeah. It does. Past here is just nothing. Where is this place? This house is not any map you've ever seen, and if it's on a map you haven't seen, well, that map isn't doing you any good. You could probably take that coach back to Dirtwater if you wanted. Let's stay here for now. Anything we can do? On the left, maybe. Hi. It's a lady carrying some weird kind of equipment. Talk to her. Excuse me, do you work here? Who, me? No. Nuts. I can't find any employees in the gift shop either. I haven't even started this job yet and already it's a pain in my neck. What's wrong? I can't get inside. Miss Gunn hired me to come out here and deal with a bunch of spooks that are haunting up the place. I can't do that if I can't even get to in the front door though. Who's Miss Gunn? You've never heard of Terry Gunn, should I have? Well, I would think so. She's a pretty famous inventor. You've got her best known invention hanging right there on your belt. She invented belt buckles. Wow, guns. She invented guns. Oh, Spooks, like ghosts. Exactly, like that. Yeah, 13 of them according to my instruments. Florence Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. That's me. Interesting, what do you annihilate them with? Science. I was gonna guess that weird kind of rifle-like contraption you're carrying. Yeah, it shoots science. What's wrong with the front door? The front door, well, it's locked. No, not locked. No. So what's the problem? Okay, see, I'm a ghost hunter. I'm a spider hunter. I don't hunt spiders at all, and there's a huge, gross, hairy, fanged, drooling giant spider in the foyer. So I'm to either find another way in or find someone else to take care of the spider hunting side of this biz. I'm staying right the frig out here, okay? I can see you feel pretty strongly about this. I do. Well, maybe I can help you with that. Hey, that'd be swell. You know, you look reasonably tough and or really wily. Why don't we team up? I'll handle the ghosts and you can handle the things that aren't ghosts. Hang on a minute, I'll be right back. You try to open the door without success. It doesn't lock, but something is holding it shut, and the door knob is weirdly cold. Ghosts. How about further on the left? It's an informative plaque about the hedge maze. Read it. This bronze plaque reads, the gun manor hedge maze was erected in 1888 for the entertainment of guests and the family's then 2 daughters. You are welcome to manor its paths, though we recommend caution during winter. Below that is pasted a handwritten note, although we actually recommend staying out altogether because some crazy wizard moved in and has been animating the shrubs. Danger! Interesting. And there's nothing on the left. Let's go in! What? Are we on the backside? It's a coal chute. The remains of a coal delivery man. His bones are charred as though he were burned in some kind of coalman stove. Says the bones. We got the gun manor carriage house key. It smells like coal. It's a huge mound of food in various stages of decay. Maybe someone's trying to start a compost heap. That would be the charitable explanation anyway. Let's climb down here. Spooky. It seems to you like this machine is designed to suck up coal and send it through the wall. But then again, you're no expert in matters of coal or sucking. This thing is way above your pay grade levels of dangerous. You shouldn't mess with it without an expert present. Okay, I'll go find an expert. Should up on it. Should up it. Sure. Snakes? No. It's a wild tea bush. Take some leaves. Actually, on second thought, you don't have anything appropriate to put them in. What were you planning on doing with them anyway? Really? I guess not. Hold up. It's a meat bush. You didn't think they could grow in this climate. Harvest it. We got 200 meat. It's a Frisco poppy. It's a suckweed plant. I have absolutely nothing I know of. I also don't seem to have any points I could spend right now. Alright. This arc is overgrown to the point of impassability. Undergrowth requires hedge clippers. Alright, so what's on the left then? Weird, this bush seems to be full of pinto and kidney beans. You didn't think those grew on bushes, and you especially didn't think they both grew on the same bush. What are you doing? These things are more aggressive than most of the foliage you've encountered, except maybe that holly bush you fell into when you were free. Fight it! Water, quick! Oh my god! We're already dead! You're gonna have to spend your entire hedge fund on medical bills. You get so angry about losing that fight that you pass out. You wake up next morning in your bed, you're a little sore but not otherwise any worse off. Yeah, you are pretty hungry though, and sober. Let's mosey. Day 2, the second day of the rest of your life. Oh my. Let's insult myself. Okay, so. We're definitely not ready for the DLC. That's obvious. What can we do in here? Howdy. They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. Pete! The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. Try to talk to him. He doesn't react to you at all. The piano player is not very good at his job. These guys are having a spirit discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. Oh, interesting. Slop 5 meat. The man pointed to the sign and counter slop. 5 meat. Buy some slop. Thanks. I guess. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? Different place, my friend. A cowbell. Hit it. Hit it again. We can't keep hitting it, but nothing seems to be happening. This chair fell over. Let's set it back up. We gained an XP for that. Awesome. Nothing backstage. Okay. Cool. Cool. Kitchen. Hey, another lad in here. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. Atop this pot-belly stove is a pot full of slop. A pot stove top slop pot. Interesting. Hey, what are you doing in here? I'm employees only, but... Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. See, the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventurous, As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick it up for some more. Saltpeter. And other things. Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay. Saltpeter is not used to make guns. Your best bet's a military camp, because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up, the nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Chef marks the fort on your map. Okay, sure, thanks. This shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients in boxes of slop helper. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. Alright. Anything of use. Blank postcards. We can sell it for 5 meat. Alright. What else is new? Poker room. Sweet. This table is full up. No room at this table. There's an empty seat at this table. How are we on... I don't know. Play poker. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Betsy, and the player to your left says his name is Bill. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Ante up. You ante up. Betsy and Bill toss in 20 meat each. You lose 20 meat. The dealer gives you the deck, a shove, and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a total garbage hand. 2 fours of diamonds. What? It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat and you estimate your chances of winning at around 10%. Let's check. Plus 10% win chance. Betsy grins and checks. Bill grumbles and taps the table. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 60 meat and chances of winning are still now 20%. Like a shepherd, you fold. Walk away, run away, count your meat. No, you never do that when you're sitting at the table. Fine. 96 meat. Fine, let's play poker again. Ante up. Cleverly raise. It's a really great hand. 3 8s is the first round. The pot is 60 meat and you estimate your chance of winning around 40%. You give your cards a wry, appraising look and then raise by 20 meat. Move on to the next round. It's a second round. Let's check. Oh, wait, that's not the right button. Play another hand. You decide that discretion is the better part of gambling and fold. Okay. The dealer, it's a really great hand. A 2-eyed jack. Glamorously raise. Let's forcefully strategize or cleverly raise. The pot is 120 meat and you estimate your chances of winning at around 40%. You're smart enough to know you should raise, so you do by 20 meat. Move on. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 180 meat and you estimate your chance of winning at around 40%. Let's check. You whistle nonchalantly and check. At a glass, the dealer and reluctantly raises. Call. You lose 20 meat. Reveal your cards. You grin and reveal your hand. A Montana flush. Etta shrugs as she reveals a backward straight. Matt sighs and reveals his hand. A full house. You lost. Boo. Let's try again. Let's make sure that our chances are raised. 40%. Let's check again. And call. Gumptiously strategize. To gumption. Sure. You arrange your cards into a more aesthetically pleasing spread, plus 20% win chance. Reveal your cards. You grin and reveal your hand. A straight. Etta smiles broadly and reveals her cards. A Royal Nevada straight. Oh, we've won. We gained 180 meat. But, yeah, you know. Rules of poker followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. A jack is worth the same as a pair of sixes of spades. A 5 is worth the same as a 2 of diamonds. A 7 loses against 2 8s. 7s are wild and aces of clubs are double wild. A player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck must immediately double their bet. 8s are wild unless accompanied by 4s of hearts. Queens are wild unless accompanied by an one-armed jack of spades. What? What? 5s are wild and aces of clubs are doubled wild. We still have 996 meat. Let's play one more round. And tee up. Let's cleverly strategize. Okay. Glamorously strategize. And forcefully raise it. And we won. Awesome. The dealer announces that the ante has been raised to 30. Let's just keep going. Oh, looks like we can't win anymore. Not on this level. Still gained meat from that though. Howdy. Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury, tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet, came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird stories, fantastical like. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now anyway. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with the mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, I'd have poked around in myself, but I lost the key. This has suddenly taken a strange turn. Do we have a key for that? I don't think so. Let's find the key. We have nowhere to go. Where's the exit? Right here. Dirtwater Mercantile. Hold up. Who are you? Can I talk to you? Madam! I guess not. This girl is selling flowers. Let's buy flowers. You got an item. Sweet smelling flowers. Awesome. Sundry provisions. Miscellaneous provender. Various groceries and assorted comestibles. Oh, we have advanced bean crafting, which we definitely want. We have disposable binoculars, sure. And then there's a whole lot of things we already have. Thanks! One of those newfangled telegraph machines. A big cabinet of locked post office boxes. Hi, I'm stuffed MacDuffin. Send a mail for me. Nope, darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, it's one of pre-paid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. I mean, okay, sure. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we currently don't have a sheriff. Offer to leave and leave. Offer to help. Offer to be sheriff. I could be the sheriff, maybe. Do you have any law enforcement experience? I do, actually. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what, may I ask? Intonation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff. I just assumed. You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way, actually it's my second day. She snorts. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry, It's okay, like I said, it happens all the time. Offer to help. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters, but there cells are over yonder. She points beyond her and off to the right and respectively takes your leave. And that ends the episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Leave a comment in the comment box below to share your thoughts and feelings. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me let me know what you think about my content, about the way I recorded this. It's half an hour videos, but I could obviously cut it down to 15-minute videos. Maybe I'll do that actually during editing. Not sure. We'll find out. Anyway, share this video with friends and family and everyone else currently stuck in quarantine. It'll help me out tremendously and it provides them with some entertainment, hopefully, if you think they like this kind of content.